Hi, this is Quek here. Welcome to another of my video session. In today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is 7 ways to make people like you. I think this is a very important topic, alright? Because the communication is critical for business and personal success. Do you agree so? Alright? Now, the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. So in order to be successful in whatever you do, you must have good communication skill. Alright? Now, in today's session, I would like to talk about 7 things that you can do to make people like you, to improve your communication skill. Okay? So let's proceed. Number 1, you must become genuinely interested in other people. You see, the fact is that, people don't care about you or me. They care about themselves, alright? What's in it for me? That is the most important thing, alright? So they care about themselves. So you got to be genuinely interested in other people. Take an interest in them, alright? Take an interest in them, ask them questions and pay attention when they speak. That is very, very important. Give particular attention and be in the present moment and listen to people when they talk. Alright, that is one of the way to make them appreciate you and then like you. Okay, so the first one is to become genuinely interested in other people. Okay, number 2, very simple, smile. When you smile, you tell people that I like you. Alright, now if you experience it, when you see a baby, right, the baby smile at you, how do you feel? I mean, you feel like you want to touch the baby, don't you think so? Because a smile carries a frequency that says that they like you very much. Okay? So, when you communicate with people, smile. Alright? As simple as that. You don't have to pay anything. Just smile. Alright? A sincere smile tells that you like them very much, and, it is a good thing for communication. Alright? The truth is that even when you're on the phone, right, they cannot see you. Isn't it true? But when you smile on the phone, they can sense that. Okay? The vibration is sent through the phone. Alright, so basically, even when you are talking on the phone, even they don't see you, you should smile as well. Okay? It's important to smile. That's the second thing. The third thing is, you know what? A name is important. You got to recall people's name, remember people's name, alright? Because a person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in whatever language. Isn't it true? Name is very important. So make sure when you meet somebody, try to remember or recall their name. Alright? Or when you have a card, go back home, and write down a name, and then maybe put a bit of description so that you can remember that in the future. It takes effort, but I'm sure there are certain strategies that you can learn how to recall names. Alright? There are few strategies, but I'm not going to talk about it here, but basically, name is very, very important, because if people forget your name, do you like it? Of course you don't like it, right? So when people call you by your name, then you will appreciate them. Because why? It shows that they care about you. Isn't it true? They take the trouble to remember your name. That's very, very important. So in order for people to like you, remember, call them by their name. Don't call them, hey, alright? Or hello, or something like that. Call them by their name. Charles, how are you? Alright? Charlie, how are you? Or Richard, how are you? Call them by their name. Alright, it's so important. A name, remember, is the sweetest sound in whatever language. Okay? Now, that's the third one. The fourth one is, believe it or not, be a good listener. Alright? Be a good listener. We have 2 ears and only 1 mouth, which means that we got to talk less and listen more. 2 ears for you to listen. Are you with me? The problem with a lot of people, they like to talk. They talk too much. Alright? In fact, even in selling, alright, they talk too much until they outsell. Okay? Somebody wanted to buy from them, they should have closed the sale, but then when they talk, they talk the sale out of it. Alright? So it's important to be able to understand that, be a good listener. In fact, in his book, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, they said that, the greatest conversationalist is the person who listen. Are you with me or not? Because when you listen to people, you are giving attention to them. It shows that you care about them. Alright, I know a lot of people, when they talk to somebody, before, you listen, you're already thinking about how to respond, which is not a good thing, alright? So you should listen. It's important. Be in the present moment and listen to them attentively, sincerely, and so on. Okay, it's a lot important. Listening is very important. Because you know what, when you listen to people, it shows that you care for them, and you also give them what we call psychological air. Okay, you stroke the ego, so to speak, alright? You stroke the ego because, when you listen to them, well, they'll tell you all sort of things, right? They want to know about you, alright? They want you to know about them. So important to be a good listener. Is that simple enough? Okay. Number 5, talk in terms of the other person's interest, alright? When you meet somebody, alright, especially if you have an appointment to meet them, you got to find out more about them. What is the interest like? Alright? And talk in terms of their interest. Alright? If they're interested in, let's say, in golf, alright? If they're interested in golf, then do your homework and find out about golf. If you are not a golf player, then do your homework and find out about golf and talk in terms of what they like, which is golf. Are you with me? So basically, when you talk about their interests, then they'll be interested, to communicate with you. Alright? Don't talk about your interests, talk about their interests. So sometimes you need a bit of homework, a bit of digging out what their interest is. Alright? But of course, if you are ad hoc, talking to people, while you talk to them, you can also get the message what they're interested in, alright? Because they will come up with something that they have interest in. So talk in terms of the person's interest. Is that good? Alright? Number 6, make the other person feel important. Alright? Make the other person feel important, which is praising them. Alright, people like to be praised, okay? But remember this, you got to praise them sincerely, alright? Not something that, you are making up and so on, alright? Or you don't even know what you're talking about. Sometimes, if you meet somebody, you say, oh, you look very slim. Then you got to mean it, alright? You got to mean it. You cannot talk to a fat lady and say, oh, I like your body, you look slim. That is an insult, right? So basically, you should praise them because people like to be praised. Is that true? You see, people like to be recognized. You see, a lot of people, they go through the whole life not getting any recognition at all. So when you recognize them, you give them appreciation, you give them praise, I tell you, they like you. But make sure that it is a sincere appreciation, alright? Not something that you just make up out, you got to be sincere about what you do here because people can read through you. Alright, even though, they will know that you're not sincere because by looking at how you communicate with them, they will know. So you got to be honest and sincere in what you are, praise them or how you talk good about them and so on. So, remember, number 6, make the other person feel important. Everybody would like to feel important, alright, by praising them, by recognizing them, congratulating them and so on. So that's so important. If you know a friend that has just been promoted or what, even on social media for that matter, congratulate them. Fantastic. Congratulations. Or even birthday wishes and so on. That's so important. People will like you. Alright, because not a lot of people care to appreciate other people. Alright, people are too busy. In this world, at the moment, everybody is busy. So if you take your time to really be sincere about it and praise people and recognize people and congratulate people, well, I tell you, they will like you. Okay, that is number 6. Number 7, this is so important. Remember, alright, in any communication that you do, right, people don't like to be criticized, people don't like to be condemned, and people don't like you to complain as well. So remember this, the 3 C, alright, criticize, condemn, and complain. Don't get involved with it because nobody in this world will admit that they are wrong. Alright, so no need to criticize them. Even the criminal, the hardcore criminal, they will never admit they are wrong. Probably they say, oh, I'm doing this because I am helping people and so on. So nobody in this world will admit they are wrong. So don't criticize them. Even the hardcore criminal don't admit they are wrong. What about other people? You and me. Alright, we also don't like to be condemned, to be criticized, And we don't want people to complain about us, isn't it true? So if you know that you yourself don't like people to talk bad things about you, complain about you, don't do it to other people. Alright, so it's so important. Okay, so those are the 7 things that you should be able to do. It's very simple, but it is very meaningful. Test it for a week and see, you know. Test it for a week and see how you communicate with people. I tell you, a lot of people will begin to see you differently. Alright, let me summarize with you the 7 ways to make people like you. Number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. Alright. Number 2, smile. Alright. Number 3, remember people's name, very important. Alright. Number 4, be a good listener, talk less and listen more. Alright. Number 5, talk in terms of the other person's interest. Alright. Number 6, make the other person feel important. Alright. Sincere praise, recognition, appreciation, congratulations, and so on. Alright. Number 7, remember, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Alright, so that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. And if you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. And also, please, subscribe to my channel if you're on YouTube. Alright, I appreciate you for your time here, that you spend with me here. And tomorrow again, I come up with another session of my video. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.